great. And we turn now to Decision Desk 24, where Florida Governor and Republican presidential candidate Ron DeSantis just unveiled his plans for the southern border. It's his first major platform announcement since entering the race last month. NewsNation's Jorge Ventura is live in Eagle Pass, Texas. He has the very latest. Jorge?
Hey there, Kelly. Well, Governor DeSantis just finished his press conference here on the banks of the Rio Grande here in Eagle Pass. He has introduced his new border policy labeled "No Excuses," broken down in 3 major sections. We're going to talk about some of those major policy points introduced by DeSantis today when it comes to the border and immigration. The very first one, DeSantis will end catch and release for migrants crossing illegally. They will be detained until their hearing date instead of being released into the U.S. with a future court date. DeSantis will also reimpose the Remain in Mexico policy, a policy that was introduced by former President Donald Trump. For migrants arriving at the port of entry at the U.S.-Mexico border claiming asylum must remain in Mexico until their court date in the U.S. DeSantis says if he is elected, he will finish the border wall. According to his campaign, there are 600 miles of open land along the U.S.-Mexico border. DeSantis says he will use every dollar available to him as president and every dollar that he can squeeze out of Congress to get it done. DeSantis also saying that his administration will hold Mexican drug cartels accountable by labeling them transnational criminal organizations. He will authorize sanctions on cartels, cartel leaders, and other entities known to do business with cartels. I asked DeSantis how would he work with Mexican President López Obrador when it comes to combating the cartels.
Governor DeSantis, how would you work with Mexican President Almo? He has spoken out against the notion of having American troops on Mexican soil, and he's also spoken out against the U.S. labeling cartels as transnational criminal organizations. How would you work with the Mexican
I don't know
president?
that he's going to be in office. I think his term will be up, and so it'll be interesting to see who ends up being there. But look, we're going to use whatever leverage we have to ensure that this issue is brought to a conclusion.
And DeSantis earlier today met with voters here in Eagle Pass to hear their concerns when it comes to the southern border. And DeSantis was taking direct shots at former President Donald Trump, saying that he did not build the wall and that he did not deport enough illegal immigrants. Kelly?
All right, Jorge, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.